Turnaround times are one of the most important deciding factors for a clinician when choosing a lab. The sooner you can get the patient back in the chair, the more time you gain back to see more patients and grow revenue for your practice. There are multiple factors that go into the delivery times for receiving products from a lab. We can group them into 3 categories: submitting the case to the lab, getting the case back from the lab, and considering the hidden variables of turnaround time. Let's get down to the basics. Shipping an impression is limited by how quickly a carrier can pick up and deliver a package to the lab. But digital is limited solely by the speed of your Wi-Fi connection. Shipping impressions to the lab has been standard for over 50 years, and the majority of dental practices still do this today. Local labs can pick up cases quickly because they know their local routes. And it takes even longer to ship to a national lab. Once receiving the physical impression, it can take anywhere from 1 to 4 days for a lab to get started on the case. They unpack, process, and scan each impression. Some labs are more efficient at processing cases than others. Local labs can take longer to process because smaller businesses don't have as much operational efficiency. National labs can process faster because of more operational efficiency. It's like getting an office lunch catered. If you go with Panera, a national chain, you can order day of. There'll be a person specifically handling your order's logistics. But a local restaurant with less staff and resources will need more time to get in the order and prepare for delivery. Fully digital labs that accept only digital impressions can process cases even faster because they don't use operational resources on receiving and scanning physical impressions. Fully digital labs, like Dandy, will even give you a free intraoral scanner so that you can go digital without the extra cost. Local labs exclusively work with practices within a 50-mile radius and use local couriers who know the delivery areas well. This means faster turnaround time, as long as there are no issues on the road. National labs use a blend of local couriers and national shipping carriers such as FedEx and UPS, while some fully digital labs exclusively use national carriers. National shipping carriers offer consistency, but also limitations. Mistakes can happen. While pickup and delivery delays can increase the overall time of your order, another factor to consider is the accuracy of the lab work received and the potential need for a remake. If a remake is needed, often due to human error, traditional labs will ask for a new impression, which means you'll have to restart the process, waste your time and your patient's time. And you're still limited by the same pickup and delivery services as with the original order. Here's how national labs and some fully digital labs can make a big difference. These labs process orders and route complex work to the best manufacturing facilities. These labs will output higher quality work, which on average means the restoration will not have to be remade as often. If you can get the restoration correctly on the first try, you won't be forced to have the lab remake the restoration, which can save you 1 to 2 weeks of wait time. You can save even more time and prevent delays if you have an intraoral scanner. You can send adjusted data on your case digitally. That will save even more time if a remake is needed. For example, if you had a zirconia crown where the contacts were open or the shade was incorrect, it would generally be faster to rescan the patient and have the lab fabricate a new crown than to ship that crown back to the lab. Ultimately, you want high-quality work, so you don't have to wait for a remake. It's also nice to know exactly when you'll get your lab work back. Some modern labs, like Dandy, will give you that ability. You can track your order and see the status of it, like on Amazon. In summary, to understand the turnaround time for a lab, you have to consider how you submit your case to the lab, how the lab ships it back to you, and the likelihood that the lab has to remake your case. No matter which lab you work with, if you submit your case digitally, your lab will receive your case in seconds. You're only limited by the speed of your Wi-Fi connection. With fully digital labs like Dandy, you'll also gain the benefits of operational efficiency, resulting in faster processing of your case. Remember that remakes are the hidden factor in turnaround time. They cost you time. National labs and labs like Dandy are less likely to deliver restorations that need to be remade. This could reduce your turnaround time by 1 to 2 weeks. We all want our lab work to come back as fast as possible, but it's also important that our lab work is of high quality. We get it at a good price, and we have support that we can rely on. We'll address these further considerations in the rest of our video guide.